And now we move on to host. What do you have for us?
Hi. Did you know that
Hello.
what?
Hello there.
Hello, it's on. Is this on? Yeah, it's on, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Sure
Did
is.
you know that did you know that Rupert Grint is also in the same Batista movie? What's it called?
What?
What's it called?
Really?
Cabin
Knock at the
something?
cabin in the
Knock at the
woods or
Cabin?
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know he's also in that movie and he has to do a weird like American accent and it's weird? I don't even remember what he sounds like other than it was weird. But yeah, he's in that movie.
That
Well,
is definitely a little bit weird.
I don't know why, but yeah.
Is it good?
It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie. Like, did
That
you like
doesn't tell
his
me anything.
weird horror movies?
I think Toast said before that it was pretty confusing. It was just the standard like M Night Shyamalan like
It's
twist
not
on twist on
confusing,
twist
but
or
it's
whatever.
like there is no twist. It's pretty straightforward M. Night Shyamalan. Like, what a twist, but there's no twist.
Okay.
The only
But
positive I
like,
had.
what do you mean by like standard M Night Shyamalan? Like, is it like Signs or is it like old?
I
Like,
want to say Signs. Maybe
okay,
I feel
because
like
Signs
Signs
well,
is
isn't
no
that.
longer standard M Night at this
well, no.
Yeah,
point.
What's
like,
the movie about? Like the Amish people?
The Village.
The Village. Yeah.
Maybe The Village. I
I
want to
mean,
say.
The Village was good until it ended.
I mean,
So,
I guess, yeah. The movie was good until it ended, yeah.
well, it was okay, I'll say.
But like,
I don't know if it was good.
yeah. I mean, I bring that up because do you know what else Rupert Grint is known for?
What?
What?
Harry Potter.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, and
true.
and I bring that up because you like the Mash. I thought Mashley was pretty good, right? Because of all the
Marshall is pretty good, yeah.
pretty good. This is another series that takes way too much from Harry Potter,
Yes.
and it shows heavily. And I'm talking about Seven Spellblades, Reign of the Seven Spellblades.
Yes.
Fun
Also known
fact,
as what is it? What is it called? It was
and
Nanatsu no Makenkai Shiaisuru.
yeah, fun fact. There's six protagonists in this. Well, six main characters in this series. Why is there seven Spellblades? You wonder. Well, should I say it now or do I talk about it later? I might as well say it. No, it
You
doesn't
just say it
matter.
now.
No, it doesn't
Say it
matter.
now.
It doesn't really matter in terms
Oh,
of
okay, okay.
actual story yet. But yeah, so there's this magical not Hogwarts place called Kimberly. All right, I don't know what.
What? What? Wait,
Huh?
really?
Yeah, the name's it's like Kimberly Academy. I don't know what Kimberly means.
What the fuck? Okay.
When I Google Kimberly, I get Kimberly, Wisconsin. I don't know.
It's literally just not. It's just a random. It's just a random person's
If I
name.
search it on Wikipedia, is a male and female given name of Old English origin. I
I just want Japanese anime writers to later make a fantasy battle academy series, but the academy is just named Robert or something like it's just like Richard Academy. God damn
what
it,
was the
guys.
what was the academy named in Mashley? It was something Easton Magic Academy.
Yeah, Easton, or at least that like sounded like a last name. Just like we gotta have a last name at least. Come on now.
Don't you know about the famous Lord Kimberly of Norfolk?
Yeah, exactly. I
Earl
apologize.
of Kimberley in the country of Norfolk is a title in the peerage of the UK. So I guess,
I
yeah,
guess? Question mark.
Kimberly's
Yeah.
weird because I think of the Pink Ranger when I think of Kimberly.
Anyways, okay, so they're at this
So they're at
not Hogwarts,
Kimberly
Kimberly.
Academy, right? Yeah, but
Yes, yes.
it's not your ordinary Magic Academy because what was it? It was a what is it? 20% of the students who attend Kimberly die during
What?
or something like that. It's like you have an 80% survival rate if you go to Kimberly or something. So like,
What the
there's
fuck?
there's a 20% chance you will die, and it kind of shows because, it's. You remember how Hogwarts was kind of weird with like the rules and like letting students do what they want and whatnot. Kind of like that here at Kimberly. So this the story happens there. A bunch, all the six main protagonists that you care all appear in the same episode. Like
Mhm.
they're attending the entrance ceremony, and there's a magical beast parade or a demi-human parade going downtown, where they're like, oh, hey, all six of us suddenly like all six of us suddenly talk to each other when we're walking down the street. We're watching this academy and whatnot. Then it's a bit too on the nose to remember book one of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, where there's a troll and whatnot.
Yes.
It was a bit too on the nose because there's a
There's a troll scene?
there's during the demi-human magical beast parade, like one of the
What the
trolls goes out of control and attacks a character that looks suspiciously too much like uh Hermione Granger. Her name is Katie Alto. Let me. She's got she looks way too suspiciously much like Harry or like Hermione. I don't like it. But yeah,
Didn't you
so
say that there were like multiple Hermione characters in this series?
well, we can talk about it later. Like
Okay.
yeah, she's one of the I think the three Hermiones I'll put out. Yeah,
Her the Hermione likes.
she gets attacked by the troll, and then all the others, five of them team
Mhm.
up to like we gotta protect it from the troll, and they fight the troll and they defeat it. Much akin into the way that Harry and Ron defeat the troll,
Okay.
but instead of Wingardium Leviosa, they use a wind magic spell and like produce a dragon's cry
What the fuck?
uh, that I think disoriented temporarily, so the actual main character of the series can stun it with her sword and they run away.
Okay.
Yeah. Why isn't Maul loading? It's not loading. Oh well. But yeah. This is what she looks like if it loads for you. It's not loading for me. But yeah. And then they meet the headmaster, what's her name? Esmeralda. Get it? Because everyone in this series has an Eastern name or a Western name except for one. And yeah, and then they talk at like the feast and whatnot. So I might as well just introduce the characters. So you got your main character, the Harry Potter looking dude named
Okay.
Oliver Horn, because he's got black hair and he guess what? He lives with his relatives because I guess his parents are dead. So
Surprise.
and he's like, oh, I got a brother and sister here at the academy, but they're actually my cousins. So I guess they're the Dursleys, but the Dursleys treat him well. There's
Okay.
that. And you've got that's Oliver Horn. Oliver Horn sounds suspiciously like Harry Potter, if you know what I mean. A bit
It
too on the nose.
doesn't, but I do agree that it's very like, oh, we're just gonna have a British thing because Harry Potter. That is definitely a thing. I
Oliver
would
Horn's
expect some of them.
Oliver Horn voiced by Atsushi Tamaru. Maul's not loading right now, so I can't bring it up. I don't know who this is. Yeah, I
Or is it
guess
is it mostly like a veteran voice acting cast?
I want to say not really. This Most of the voice actors in this are people I've never heard of. They're not, they're
Yeah, the only one I recognize on this list is Sugiyama Riho, and she is, or yeah, Sugiyama Riho, and I think she is relative. I mean, she's had a quite decent amount of roles, but it's like in terms of actually like named roles and stuff like that, it's relatively
the
recent.
one I mentioned a little
So
earlier. Esmeralda, the AKA the the Professor Dumbledore, the headmaster of the academy. She's voiced
Uh-huh.
by Atsuko Tanaka, who is Caster. If
Oh, okay, okay,
you
okay.
you can immediately guess it's Caster. Get it? Because
Mhm.
Caster's a caster. This is a wizard
God damn it.
area, so it's like okay, I take that.
Yeah.
That's
I
her.
think the supporting cast there's a decent amount of people like Takuma Ai, Kaino Ai. What is this? Let's see. Chino Satsushi, stuff like that. So yeah, at least a couple of
Yeah,
names here, but mostly new.
that's that. And then let's see. There's I talked about Harry Potter. Hermione won. I'll say okay. I'll talk about Hermione too.
Mhm.
Her name's it's the Ojo-sama character with brown skin, Michelle McFarlane.
What the fuck is with these names, bro?
I don't know. What do you? I
Yeah,
mean,
this is
their English names.
borderline. This is bordering on that like baseball NES game. Like,
You don't like the proud name of the McFarlane family.
Wait, can we read some of these names? There's one guy named Guy Greenwood. What
Hey
the
man,
fuck is happening
don't make
here?
fun of Guy Greenwood is the Ron Weasley. Don't make fun of Ron Weasley.
Ron Weasley is definitely a better name than Guy Greenwood, bro.
He's not even green, but yeah,
What about Cho
yeah.
Chang?
Yeah. You're so right. God damn it. Oh, that name was so on this.
But yeah,
Richard Andrews. What the fuck is okay? Anyway,
yeah.
sorry.
So
Wait. So,
so
what is the story exactly? By the way, you
let
have
me,
like all these like different characters going on, but
I'll get to that. Let me finish the character introductions because this is the sixth main cast and they're present in every outing. So instead of Harry's group of friends, this is just Ron, Hermione. Now it's Harry plus five. So like, good for them, I guess. You got the Joe Sama and Michelle McFarlane. I don't know, man. The only McFarlane I can think of is the Family Guy Seth MacFarlane.
yeah.
It's like I don't know, man. But yeah, that's her. That's Hermione too. If
And there's
Hermione
Hermione
was,
3.
yeah, Hermione 3 is actually a dude, which is weird.
Okay. Oh,
That
okay, okay. Who is it?
Hermione 3
It's
is
a subversion of expectations, you know.
Hermione 3 is Pete Reston,
What the fuck? Okay.
voiced by that's the Riho Sugiyama character.
Right, right, right.
She, he's got Hermione's book smarts. Oh, okay, I should go there. Yeah. He's got Hermione's book smarts. He's always reading a book, and he's a nerd. He's like, "Don't
Uh-huh.
bother me. I'm reading my book." Katie Alto is the human rights activist part of Hermione Granger, if you remember that.
I know what you're talking about,
Do
yeah.
you not remember that?
oh
Remember when
yeah,
she was
how
like,
she was like, we gotta free the house elves and shit.
we gotta free the
Oh,
slaves.
yeah,
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 so
yeah, yes,
she
yes, yes, yes,
advocates
yes.
demi-human rights and all that. That's cool. Then I guess that's whatever's left is McFarlane. I guess because she has some sort of feud slash rivalry with the Draco Malfoy character. We'll get to that in a bit. So then
So
you,
is this like an episodic kind of thing? Like what is going on? Or is this
it's not.
it's like a bunch of mini arcs where Oliver is actually just kind of
No,
grouping up with all these people? Or
no,
what?
it's not. It's who cares about Oliver? Well, I haven't even got to the good character yet. Okay, so yeah, Guy Greenwood. That's Ron Weasley. Instead of being a poor Weasley's, he's a farmer. So I guess
He's
that's the
only
same thing.
Also, so he's
slightly
also
better off.
poor, or
I
what?
Yes, he's
guess
also poor.
he's also poor, but he's also a magic farmer. But yeah.
A
Let's see,
magic.
one,
Okay.
two, three, four, five. That's all five. And then
Like he uses magic to farm, or he farms magic.
he's, I guess
That's a
he
good
uses
question,
magic to
actually.
farm because he sells vegetables instead of
Okay.
working at the
Oh
Ministry of
shit,
Magic.
magic
Are they
vegetables.
magic vegetables or
I
what?
guess they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about
Ah,
magic lettuce or something like that. I was like, that's cool.
damn.
Does he
Yeah, he
mention
uses
I
time
bet he's
magic to accelerate the growth of vegetables.
I bet he's gonna mention Mandragora or whatever in one of the episodes.
Well,
That's definitely like a
there
thing.
was a herbol. Is it herbology?
Herbology, yeah.
I guess they're
Yeah, it should be
mixing up
herbology.
herbology and no, they're mixing up herbology and like care of magical creatures into one class. That's one of the characters. So it's like,
Oh, okay.
okay. But yeah,
Nature.
those five they don't matter because the only important character and like Oh, even though the story's mostly about Oliver Horn. No, who cares about Oliver Horn? What I care about is my Japanese OC in a Harry Potter universe. Because even though Oliver Horn's at like the front of most key arcs, who cares? He's not. He's not moving the story at all. The only
Oh,
one
okay,
actually
so
moving the
it's
story is the Japanese OC in Harry Potter. And now Hibia. Notice she's the only one with a Japanese name.
as is Shippy, it has to be the Japanese MC moving the story.
She's from the country of Yamatsukuni, which is the
Okay.
Kuni of Yamatsu, which is I guess Yamato. In
Yeah,
the
it's like some variant of Yamato, yes.
in the region of Asia, but spelled with a Z. Get it?
Okay. Like my brain froze for a second. I was
What?
like, where do you put the Z?
Wait,
Exactly.
wait. Run that again.
She's
Asia with a Z.
she's from
Asia.
she's from the country of Yamatsukuni in Asia, which is a country, which is a region. Because you got regions like Michelle and McFarlane's from Yelgland, and
Dude.
then you've got Katie Alto, who's a foreign exchange student from Farland. I get Farland and Yelgland, but no, you've got
Bro, that is like
Yamatsukuni in
Wait,
that is
they're
Asia.
from
this is
There's like it's different. What the fuck is going
bro, that
on?
is borderline fucking like
I don't
Mega
know.
Man
I don't know
Battle
these.
Network tier fucking locations. Like
I don't know where they are from. Like, who cares?
Mega Man Battle
Yes.
Network had
But yeah,
fucking Yumland.
Bro, this is like fucking yeah, they're like Dr.
This
Seuss
this
fucking
yeah,
elements,
this
dude.
author has like never like Googled outside
World
of like
building?
Japanese Google.
What? Huh? What?
you know what the best part of Nanao being the OC is? Listen to her
What?
backstory. They call her a samurai because she was recruited in like some sort of feudal war. All right, she was
Okay,
fighting in a
what?
feudal war where she was fighting like a general and she was about to die.
Mhm.
And then whoever,
Wait, aren't these like teenagers?
yes, but don't you
Yeah,
know?
that was how the world was,
This is
near.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, Nier,
It's
haven't
like
you heard of
Valkyria Chronicles, bro.
the Warring States era in Japan, where everyone was a samurai and you had to live like a
And everyone was a
Bushido?
child. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally everybody was like a 12-year-old samurai.
But yeah, so like she was about to die on the battlefield, like a true warrior, like a samurai should. But then she was rescued by Michelle's dad of the prestigious McFarlanes, who was like
That's
he was like
shameful, dude. She should have fucking committed seppuku.
who was like riding a broom. And he's like, "Hey, you have magic potential. You want to join our magic Hogwarts?" And she's like, "Okay." So she's a special recommendation student of their year. And the catch is she sucks at magic. Her only magic is turning your hair white. I guess they call it innocent color, which I guess she infuses magic into her body and makes her super strong. Yeah. She comes in. She's a samurai and whatnot. She even has a katana, while everyone else has a what is it called? Athemas? Because is it Athema? Anathema? What's it called? A thame. A thame is a. If you don't know what that is, I looked it up. It's a ceremonial knife used in magic, Wiccan stuff. So
What the So is how much trivia with regards to stuff like that,
all
like
this,
the
all the spells are in weird ass Latin, pig Latin.
Pig Latin? Wait, is it
What?
actually Pig Latin?
I don't know. No, it's not pig Latin.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, holy shit! If the Japanese author did that, I would have so much respect, actually.
You guys watch Spy Family, right?
Uh-huh.
Remember the Tonitrus bolts that you get when you're at the fancy academy that are shaped like a
Mhm.
lightning bolt? That's the name of the lightning spell in this series. It's Tonitrus, because I guess that's Latin. So they use weird Latin for their spells. But yeah,
Mhm.
the whole thing about this academy is it teaches you how to be a spellblade or a magic swordsman or whatever, where you have
Mhm.
to fight with this what is it called? Got to fight with your theme because one day the story goes that one day this great grandmaster wizard lost to a non-magic person. He got super
The
salty.
Black Swordsman.
Yes.
The
He got
Lord
super
Eater.
salty. So I was like, all right, we're gonna incorporate swordsmanship into our magic lessons. So now they use a ceremonial dagger alongside a
Mm.
wand, and it's like it's weird. I don't like. I don't get their fighting style at
Why
all.
wouldn't you just
Because,
use the dagger as a wand?
again, that's the point.
Yeah.
They have that, but they have a
Why don't
regular
they just
one
use it
too.
like lightsabers?
I would just use
So wait,
2
they're
daggers then.
like dual wielding?
No, most of the time they just cast spells
They're
with
just
the.
holding the dagger because it's cool. They just have the dagger. They're like,
It's
yeah, I like it, guys.
It's more like a. It's the size of like I guess.
Think it's
I
neat.
guess since I've been watching Kenshin, it's Wakizashi, right? That's the one that
Yeah.
So it's like
It's
a
like the
short
side
sword.
sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
so Nanao's the only one carrying a full-grown katana because she's a real one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is the Japanese hero. Yeah.
But yeah, where am I going with this anyway?
Can you to focus more on this story? It's like, is it just
there
the adventures?
is. I mean, so far I'm 5 episodes in. So far, it's just their adventures at not Hogwarts. There's only
Okay.
been
So are there any is there any foreshadowing in any of the episodes of something that big that's gonna come up in like episodes 10, 11, 12?
maybe all
Yeah.
like
Have they foreshadowed Moldemort yet, or what?
Yeah. Voldemort,
I
yes.
don't think so. The main villain so far in the series is there's this Kimberly Academy was built on top of a labyrinth, right? And they say, oh, when night approaches, the labyrinth encroaches upon the castle, so students should be out at night, I
Okay.
guess. I mean, this kind of sounds like the Chamber of Secrets, I guess. So
Yeah.
if you wander out at night, monsters appear. But the thing is, so far, when the nerd guy was like, "Oh, I left my book in the classroom. I have to go get it after dark," and they get it after dark, but they get lost in the labyrinth. The only antagonists that have appeared so far are other students. There's like this
Okay.
succubus chick who summons demons from her womb tattoo. And then there's this necromancer
Uh-huh.
dude
Oh, okay.
who's like a fifth-year student. They are the only antagonists so far.
Wait, why are
Oh,
you allowed
okay.
to do necromancy?
I
Yeah,
mean,
actually, that's a good question. Why are you allowed to do necromancy at school?
I mean, this is the school with a 20% death rate. So like,
Oh
okay,
yeah, that is true. Yeah, it's not a sane
Are you
You
school.
mean
saying are you saying they
necromancy?
just are you saying they
Then
kill the students to teach necromancy?
maybe
They
that
just
guy
dig
does.
up the corpses in like the nearby graveyard, and they're just like, yeah, time for school.
yeah,
Maybe
This
they
is
that
have
guy
this
a.
is
does
time to
Here's
do
what
it.
you
because
don't know: they have a 20% death rate, but they have a 100% survival rate.
Yeah,
Just shift
That's
those
true.
numbers over to your
that
necromancy,
is.
and there you
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
I
Just
mean,
Some
I
of
pop
the,
and
guess
some of the
bash.
students have to die for the class to proceed.
I guess this
Yeah,
happens
some of
because
the students who
the
become necromancers
what's
are
his
dead.
name?
Yeah, exactly.
Because Esmeralda, aka Dumbledore, she's like anything goes in this academy, whatever.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
She's literally like
classic
anything goes.
Dumbledore line.
Classic Dumbledore. You will kill each other now.
Once you graduate from this, you'll be the top elites of the magic world, I guess. And if you don't, well, you're probably dead.
What
And
the
it's like,
fuck?
cool, dude. Very cool school. I don't know why you do this.
Oh
But
my
yeah,
god.
like those are like the main antagonist group I've seen so far.
Mm.
Except maybe one chick who was like, I mean, there's one overarching plot that happened so far. It has to do with the troll. There's like, oh, someone left this troll in here, and oh, suddenly someone left this Garuda out here. So there's some sort of summoner slash demi-human rights activist trying to kill people. I don't know why so
Okay.
far, but yeah, that's weird. I mean,
Eh,
that's one arc, but this is like 5 episodes in, And
Is
yeah,
there so what about the are there any rom-com elements?
I get maybe it's
What is
kind of
maybe?
obvious that well, there. Would you call it a rom com when Oliver Horn and now we're like, oh, we're gonna have a practice duel, like to show off our swordsmanship skills, and then they're like, oh, never mind, now we're trying to kill each other, and they're like, oh, and then they're like, oh, this is kind of like a destined pair between the two,
Okay.
I guess. They're like, which is weird because this is the first episode, and we saw that now. It was like, oh, she's a samurai. She's been in battle. She has the backstory credentials in order to say like, oh, I'm looking for a place to die, like in battle. But Oliver's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't take her seriously. Now I have to take her seriously, and in order to do that, I must kill her. And it's like, where did this come from, Edgelord? Jesus Christ. So you think Oliver Horn is like the main character of this story, but his backstory hasn't been fully revealed yet at all. It's weird. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
he
he's
has
gonna have
this
been evil the whole time.
maybe this. Oh, he has this mysterious silent assassin in the background, which is a Teresa Karst. I don't know. She's like watching over him because his older brother was like over here, so he has some sort of agenda to do at Kimberly Academy, but who cares about that? It's not been revealed yet. The only character who's had a full like in-depth character arc is Nanao, as expected,
Mm.
which is like I don't get where this series is going. This series doesn't do its character development really well so far.
It kind of seems weird because it doesn't do the character development, but then it's kind of doing this episodic adventures in Hogwarts, but it's also not a very good version of Hogwarts, like with what you had in like
It's a
Mushrooms,
more
right?
serious Hogwarts fire.
Yeah, it's
What if
wow,
every
it's awesome Hogwarts, yeah,
yeah, like
and
so far it's only her and even like what's his name, the Draco Malfoy character. I haven't even talked about him yet. Has gotten like character development, and I call him Draco Malfoy because he's the one who he's jealous of Oliver Horn and Nanao when they're swordsmanship, and he's like, oh, I challenge you to a duel, and
no,
like
okay.
that's the thing where I think I linked the clip earlier where they show up at the Coliseum and like all the students watch like, haha, what's his name? What is his name? I don't is his name even on here? Richard, yeah, that's Richard Andrews. He's the Malfoy of the group. He's like, oh, I'm from the prestigious Andrews family, and here's some country bumpkins, and I'm gonna fight you, whatnot,
Okay.
and so on. Like, and then he sets up some sort of, oh, I don't know if I can beat you in a sword fight, but we'll set up was it a kobold hunting contest? Because I guess it's kind of like fox hunting for the Englishmen or whatnot. But lo and behold, a Garuda breaks out, and Garuda starts killing students in the audience. I was like, damn, that's cool. So that's when they have to like team up and fight the Garuda, and that's like one of the two major battles I've seen in this series. So
In
yeah,
terms of,
I just want to
yeah,
so
throw
I
it out
guess
there that Richard Andrews is such a stupid fucking English name that that's
yeah, I
actually
like how
that is literally one of Kit Boga's fucking characters. Like, I'm not even
wait,
kidding.
really?
That exact name, yes, Richard Andrews is one of his like
Yeah.
longest running bits with
well,
fucking
I just
scammers.
want to say, like, this isn't like too big of a point, but how do I put this? If the West is done with, naming their characters Ching Chong Nim Nong or whatever, right? I think it's time for like some Japanese anime and manga writers to move past the point where if they're putting something in an English Western setting, they have a more creative set of names than Guy Greenwood and Richard Andrews. I think that's not a high hurdle, the high requirement that I'm asking for, and I wish that they would rise to the occasion.
But
And by
Spire,
rise, I mean like they go from lying down to sitting up. I think.
but Spire, what about the other cool names like Luther Garland and what is her name? And
Cyrus Rivermore.
Anne Mackley.
God damn it.
But yeah,
Carlos Whitrow.
I don't know when I'm gonna talk about it, but I guess I'll mention why it's called the Seven Spellblades.
Yeah, okay,
'Cause
okay.
it's not really important to what's happened so far, but it's the name of the series. So yeah. So
Yeah,
you think it's because there's seven Spellblades, right?
Mhm.
But there's only six protagonists, and it's weird.
Yeah.
No, seven Spellblades refers to it, it's what do they call it? A strike that can neither be dodged nor blocked, thereby guaranteeing death. Fulfill these conditions within the one step, one spell distance. You have what is called a Spellblade. I guess the one step, one spell distance is like your attacking range of using the.
So it's like a technique. The Spellblade is a technique, is what you're
It's a
saying.
noble phantasm, Spire,
Uh, okay.
or I mean, I guess Near, would you call it a noble phantasm?
What?
Like a one hit kill technique? Your Hisatsu no Waza.
I guess. Yeah.
Would you call would you call the
If it's like
Amikaku?
your trump card, like your secret
No, but it's
technique,
like
then
it's your instant kill move. Like if anyone who's seen it is dead.
sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you call the Amikaku Ryu no Hirameki a spell like a Hisatsu no Waza because it's undefeated?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
But yeah.
I
So
guess
why is it the seven Spellblades? Because there's a seventh
no.
technique, or like what?
Maybe, but there's only six techniques, so someone's going to invent a seventh,
Oh
and
yeah, someone's going to find like a secret technique or
I
whatever it
guess we
is. Yeah.
all know who's going to be the seventh Spellblade because
Yeah. Okay.
gee, who's the character that's gotten the most like actual sword play and who has the most character development in this series? And like, I don't get it because this has nothing to do with like any of the overarching plot in this story so far. But like, whatever, man.
Hmm.
Sure.
How's the audio visuals in this series?
From what I've said about the characters being pretty weak, save for Nanao, the Japanese OC, the
Mhm.
audio and the visuals are way higher than I thought they would be. Like,
Oh yeah, especially since it is JC Staff, and JC Staff can sometimes have like middling series, right?
it's JC Staff.
Sometimes.
It's produced by JC Staff, but it's also produced by Warner Brothers Japan.
Wow.
And you know who also holds uh, what else Warner Brothers has? Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And like this is actually a compliment I gotta give. There's a lot of whimsical and there's a lot of Harry Potter esque vibes that this series has. Very whimsical notes and whatnot. So I mean, I guess they just took from the album of Harry Potter stuff in Japan. They're like, oh, we're gonna slightly tweak it for this series, and it's really good. Like
Yeah, a lot of like wind
the
synths and
weak, despite the weak
synth.
characters, like the audio design and the animation, it's pretty good. I believe I linked the opening.
Mhm.
There's a bunch of the Harry Potter-esque whimsical nature in that, and yeah, I mean, I don't have
That's
any.
good at least.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Mhm.
Animation. This is I don't know. How do I say this? You can tell you can tell they put quite a bit of money into this series
Mhm.
because the animation's pretty good. They got some
Right.
wonky ass camera angles and there's some good use of 3D like spacing or whatnot. I don't know how to describe it, but
Mhm.
I guess that's to be expected since this is uh this is not just any light novel series Spire. It's the Dengeki Bunko of this year.
What do you mean by that?
This is the Seven Spellblades is published by Dengeki Bunko, so they're like, all right, we got to put some effort into this.
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, and it shows. So where am I going with this? So
Well,
yeah,
you
this
wanna?
is definitely high quality so far of all this.
Um,
So I guess I gotta say, I mean, I came into this series hating it because it's like, oh my god, it's too much Harry Potter. But after watching it and seeing like, oh, they put effort into this, I still don't like it because it's like I still don't like it because there's I don't know, like I said, Nanao is like the best character in this series by far, and it shows. And
Mhm. Are you saying
come
like
on,
when you
man,
say Nanao is the best character in the series, are you saying like she is an actual character and everybody else is kind of poorly developed, or are you saying like this is a regular cast, but then they just keep focusing on Nanao for some reason? Because those two are slightly different. You know what I mean?
what can I compare this to? Uh, I want to say I don't remember any character development from what's the dude in Shakugan no Shana? I don't even remember his name.
Yeah, the main dude. I don't remember the main dude in Shakugan no Shana either. I'm not gonna lie. Yuji, right?
Who the
Yuji.
hell is Yuji? I don't care.
Yeah, exactly,
It's
exactly.
literally that. I mean, I guess I'm drawing that
I see.
because it's
Yeah,
also a
I see
Dengeki
what you're
Bunko
saying.
thing.
Yeah,
But yeah, like
yeah.
I only remember Shana. I
Mhm.
remember
Yeah,
Luis,
yeah.
but like, what's the name? Saito? What's this guy's name?
Yeah, Saito, I think
Was it
was.
Saito? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was Saito. It was Saito. You are correct for Zero no Tsukaima, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
but like even
Yeah,
those
that's
guys,
definitely a thing.
even those male MCs have some like do stuff. So
Mhm.
far, all I've seen Oliver do is, oh, I'm gonna fight with a sword, but I'm also not good at fighting with a sword. But apparently,
What the fuck?
I am, and it's weird because like he's
So he has
magic.
like a secret like instinct.
He's got a see. He's got something in the background, but he hasn't revealed it yet at all. What I'm
Hmm.
saying, he's like, oh, like in the fight with they had the duel against Nanao. He's fought Nanao, and they were evenly matched. That's why they were like, oh, I gotta go all out and kill her. That's the thing. It's like, oh, he's got some skills, I guess, in the sword. But then when they fight the Garuda, he sucks. He's like he tries to fight it, but his swordsmanship sucks and his magic also sucks. So I don't know what they're doing with him in this series yet.
Is he supposed to grow like that one character in a or the main protagonist in a Danmachi? Is that how that's supposed to go? I
I
guess it
don't
is.
believe so because
Really?
when they were like, oh, we gotta introduce ourselves to the main cast, that they were like, oh, my specialty is customization of spells, and I'm like, he hasn't shown
Yeah.
any of that at all. All I've seen is
Yeah.
suck with a sword and suck with magic because the Garuda is pretty strong. At
Mhm.
least with Nanao, she sucks with magic, but her swordsman, she's the one fighting the Garuda head on. And I'm thinking, like, is that because she's got a full-on katana and they all got wimpy half swords, so they can't
Mhm.
like fight each other? I don't know. He hasn't. What I'm saying is basically he hasn't done anything no while that makes him the protagonist. Literally
Right.
everything is focused on the now, and I'm like, that's fine. She's the best character in this series by far.
Right.
So the story and characters right now is whack, but the audio and visuals is pretty good, and I guess the overarching world building is good too.
Yeah. That's good to hear at least.
Oh, it's like half and half, I guess.
Mhm.
Maybe it'll get
What
better.
score would you give it?
Maybe it'll get better as it goes on, but right now, like, st- you think the characters will be the best, but it's the weakest. So I can
Yeah,
see
that's
why
a little bit
people
unfortunate.
both love it and hate it.
Mhm.
But I mean, it's a Dengeki Bunko thing, and they put money into this, so it might get better.
I don't know whether it's like a Dengeki Bunko thing, but I do agree that it's just like it is very reminiscent of, as you said, like one of the more forgettable protagonists in some and like Yuji and Shauna and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. all I'm saying is what would I rate it?
Yeah.
I'd say it's definitely worth watching, I guess,
Okay.
but it's not for me.
Who's it
So
for?
That's a good
not
question.
people not like me. People who like their Dengeki Bunkos, I guess. They're light novel
Peop-
protagonists, but this is they're light novel protagonists that cool, but this character's not cool yet. I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe it'll be better later on.
So what's your score though?
I'm just saying that Rocket Aikishi is way better. Right, a regular in Magic High School guy, I guess he's better too. I don't know. I just wanted Rocket Aikishi with swords, man, but no, it's mostly magic,
Yeah,
and they suck at this magic. At least with Rocket Aikishi, I had some really good fights, sword fights. You guys might not like it, but I do. I like the character development in Rocket Aikishi too. So
Hmm.
I'll give it a generous 7 right now.
Oh, that's interesting to hear you say it was a generous 7. But okay.
It's, like I said, it's way too. The now's too good for this series, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
She kind of is. It's
What
not
is
as
this?
good as Rocket Aikishi because there's a what's his name? Iki Kuragane got really good character development, and you can tell he's the main character. But Oliver Horn, no, he prefers to be like, oh, I'm gonna play the support role to now. Like, then why are you on the front cover, my dude? Get out of here.
Right.
But yeah,
Right.
definitely check it out. I might not like it, but other people would. It's definitely
Uh,
worthy of like the Dengeki Bunko light novel
a
animes that
line.
are coming out. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's it's no slouch, but it's not for me.